Well, Serpent Lake in Crosby turned back the clock to the 1970s this past weekend when antique snowmobile enthusiasts met at the annual Scorpion Snowmobile Homecoming. Our Cameron Kramer looks at a local event that celebrates a homegrown machine.
If you were looking for a 1970s time capsule, all you'd be missing were bell-bottoms. Nearly 200 antique snowmobile enthusiasts met on Serpent Lake in Crosby to reminisce about a snowmobile that was born and raised on that very lake.
There's a lot of interest in these old machines, and to bring these machines together with the hometown community that manufactured this brand for 30 years, it's really very special.
The Scorpion Snowmobile Company, as it later came to be known, started out in 1959 as Trail-A-Sled, a company that produced a propeller-based machine that eventually evolved.
There wasn't even a name for these at that time. They weren't known as snowmobiles. Some people called them motorized toboggans.
One of the enthusiasts remembered when the machine first debuted.
When they first started out, people thought, oh, that ain't going to fly, but hey, what's this tell you?
Though there might have been initial doubts, the machine drew rave reviews, and the company boomed, employing over 500 Crosby residents at its peak, and manufacturing a litany of machines throughout the 60s and 70s. Though the company closed its doors in 1979, the memory and the machines live on today.
I have seen people walking these lines actually in tears because they remember working at the plant, they remember their youth, they remember a time that they thought was forgotten, but it is not forgotten. In fact, it's cherished by a lot of people.
It's really nice to be here. It's the first time we've been here. We've been riding Scorpion since we were kids. My dad got us into it.
Well, I love it because I've been an owner of one since '67.
It just shows what the sport is doing. You're going back to the vintage stuff and showing what was out there and how fast they really were back then. People don't realize how they ran.
And Roger Larson would know. At age 70, he still races Scorpions in his spare time.
It has to be fun or you wouldn't do it. Yep, I think it keeps me young.
Whether they were racing, reliving moments of their youth, or simply admiring, everyone was doing their part at preserving an important aspect of Crosby's heritage. For this week's Northwoods Adventure, Cameron Kramer, Lakeland News.
And 2011 marked the 7th year of the Scorpion Homecoming event. Kevin Wieske took home the coveted Chamber's Choice Award for his 1979 Sting snowmobile.